We're back home now, and I was treated to a surprise. This thing is slammed.
It's a little lower than you remember.
So this was one of my favorite cars to ride in whenever I had a broken car and had to ride with Mike to the shop. It was so comfortable. It was like a plush dream. Now what's it gonna be, like a wet dog?
So I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's still really comfortable. That has to do with the balloon tires that are on it still. But they also make it a little bit bouncy.
Damn, dude.
And it's a little hovercraft at the moment. But I actually just got a notification that something got delivered at the shop.
By something he means wheels.
Yep.
So, big surprise. We also kidnapped Freddie. He's hiding in the corner.
I want to go home.
He's hiding because he doesn't want his girlfriend to see him here and know that he's kidnapped. That's a joke.
Okay.
This piece of shit literally just scraped coming out of my garage.
I said I would replace the Swiss tracks, but there's no damage.
Hold on, I need to show them. This right here is what he just scraped on. It's like 2 fingers. So according to our coffee tuner in the back seat, it's International Coffee Day. And that's why none of our Starbucks apps are working.
Rip.
Rip is right.
Rip in peace, man.
Freddie, how's the VE looking on this thing?
How's the what? Oh, the VE broken.
Mike's gonna try to go up the steep way. This is the struggle of Starbucks right here. He's scraping on flat ground right now.
Did I do it?
I think you're still dragging, my guy. There's another exit and he literally chooses this one.
Listen, I don't tell you how to live your life.
So we've got the Chaser loaded up behind us, and before Freddie goes back down to South Florida, we're gonna dial in a couple things on it. We actually are trying a different trigger setup on this car that Freddie went ahead and ordered for it because he wants to experiment with it, and if it works well, potentially use it on the E36 and the S15. If you remember, we also ran out of time last time and we didn't get a chance to play with cam timing. So now we're gonna try advancing the exhaust cam a little bit, see if that helps the power band where it's falling off so drastically and spooling sooner than it should, as well as going with the new refresh fuel system with cleaned injectors, clean fuel filter, which was pretty dirty. Just try and not have my manifold glowing right at the end of the pull.
Right.
It's not that. This right here is a reminder. Let's go easy on this one.
What's
You
that?
know what this is, right?
What's that?
This is the block.
Oh, yeah, that.
Leave it in there for like, you know.
It's kind of stressing me out. Like it's cool and all, but thanks, Jimmy, for hiding that there for me.
It's all right. Brought your broken engine, but no door.
Relax.
So we're pretty much going to just turn the boost down a wastegate, which is I think like, I don't know, like 16, 17 pounds. And we're going to start playing with the exhaust cam gear and advance it 2 degrees at a time until we get like I guess like a peakier power band. The car tapers off really hard up top, so we're going to try and fix that, and then we'll bring the boost back in.
The reason why we think it needs it as well is because of the fact that we went to a bigger camshaft and a bigger turbo, and it still has the same exact graph as when it had a smaller frame turbo. Leads us to believe that that cam should move the power band up, so we think it'll be happier. In an ideal world, we would have been able to achieve exactly the right degree via degreeing the engine when we had that whole wheel and everything, but the kit that we got wasn't able to sit to measure the valve lift properly, so this is the way of doing it when you can't properly degree the engine. So, if you guys look at the graph, it just picked up 30 wheel, 30 foot-pounds of torque, and looks like 10 times smoother. I don't believe Freddie. He says it's those sensors.
The Hall effect sensors, they have a better position of where the motor is. So when you have a stock ECU, you want to take that into advantage. And put Hall effect sensors on everything.
How expensive are they?
It was like, I think 300 or 400 bucks for the kit for the JZ.
So that's a really big gain per dollar. Like a lot of people in like modifying cars will talk about, you know, what's the biggest gain per dollar that you can get, whether it be fuel, tune, whatever. Just changing sensors, I still don't buy it completely. I don't know how much I trust Freddie, to be honest. Like there's trust issues here.
Are we all relaxed?
We're all relaxed.
Okay, we're good.
We're all relaxed.
We're good.
Freddie, it's cool.
Caffeine, it's the Americano.
Did you get one?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, from way back. It still affects you 3 hours later?
Oh yeah. It makes my brain numb when I drink coffee.
So we really want to see what this does with pump gas, but it's safer to make these adjustments on E because E is super safe. So what are you gonna do? Advance like 2 or 3 degrees?
Yeah, 2 at a time.
See what it does.
Change nothing in the 2 and just do the same passes. Go from there.
Advancing the exhaust cam, you can see kind of pulled out a little bit of mid-range, but it didn't really affect the top like we were hoping. We were really hoping that it would kind of bring this up, but it's starting to look like this is due to some sort of maybe intake manifold inefficiency, turbo being too small. Something up here is causing the engine to choke super hard. So Freddie's gonna try advancing it like another 2 or 3 degrees to see if it has any effect, but I don't think it's the answer in this case. We're learning. Playing with the cam gear in this situation didn't do what we wanted it to do. Just for the hell of it, we don't really have much else that we can test right now. It did have a very small air filter on it. Maybe that could be some sort of restriction, so we're gonna take it off and do a quick pull and see what that does. Paid less? That doesn't make any sense. So we ended up actually making about 30 more wheel. Daphne actually found a vacuum leak that was just like a random line chilling. So on E, we're making that like 560. Still falling off quite a bit, but pump gas actually looks pretty happy on this turbo. It's small, so it's not making a lot of power. But if you look, it's pretty flat line and doesn't really fall off that much. So it gives us quite a massive, like 5,500 to 7,500 is like a pretty big meet up there. So today it is a beautiful day out, and by beautiful I mean in Florida it's below 70 degrees. There's like a cold front coming through, and it's like a sign because today we're heading over to the remote storage warehouse, also known as the graveyard, where all the cars that are too dead to run and need to be pushed live until we have time or parts to fix them. So I'm going over there, take apart one of the spare RBs that I have so I can steal the head, but we'll talk more about that once I get there. So if you guys remember, I bought 2 RBs off Tommy. He gave me a pretty good deal, and I knew that they would come in handy for something. So this is an NA RB25 Neo, and these are really cool when you just turbo them on E85 in stock form. It's a great setup for a drift car. And then this one is his turbo Neo motor that he rod knocked. But today I'm gonna pull the head off this because these heads, rather than being hydraulic lifter like the head on my Skyline, they're solid lifter. And what that means is you can run bigger cams and you can rev it higher. I wanna rev higher, I wanna run bigger cams in the R32, and I'm limited by the hydraulic lifters, and to do a solid lifter conversion on that head is more hassle than it's worth when I have a Neo head just sitting around right here. So we're gonna pull it off. One of the cool things about RBs, if you look, you can turn the cam and you can actually get access to pull out the head studs rather than like a JZ where you have to pull the cams out. You can leave everything assembled, which makes life way easier. There's a mouse in here, so this is way more intense than it should be. He's been jumping around licking my toes.
Things are heating up in here.
Things are heating up. Welcome to Florida. God, you know what would be so annoying? If this had like stripped spark plug sockets from Tommy and he's not telling me and I go through all this effort. I'm gonna make sure spark plugs fit in this thing. I would be so mad. God, Tommy. People love to hit on RBs, but it's definitely one of the easiest engines to pull a head on. All the RB experts are probably watching this just waiting for me to forget. This little guy right here, don't worry, been there, done that. There's a little 10 mil right in the back. Oh, not a 10 mil, I guess it's a 12 mil. In the back of the head, and a lot of people often forget it. Nope, not 12. It is a 10 mil, I lied. So if you aren't familiar with RB25 Neos, this would have come out of like an R34 GT3. Make pretty good power stock as well. It's what Sean Booth runs in his S15. I think she's ready to come off, bro. Look at that.
That is so much better than traditional engines.
Traditional engines, I'll take a RB. Alright, let's see. Did Tommy f me? She looks pretty mint, dude.
Hell yeah.
I don't see any piston contact. Well, that's a good sign. Somebody needed a coolant flush though. I don't know which one of these Tommy rod knocked, but at first glance, you know, I gotta rotate the assembly. It doesn't look like there's much damage to the piston walls. So this might even be a salvageable block. Trevor, look. I'm using you on my Mustang. Thanks, Trevor. I pinched a nerve in my back. I'm pretty sure I've never done that before. I wasn't even lifting anything, but if you notice me like standing like an awkward plank in the rest of my videos, that's why. I can't move from this position. If I do, it hurts really bad. We're going to get Panera. I thought it'd be fun to take the Mustang since this is probably one of the only days it's been beautiful enough for me to not whine about not having AC, so let's go. Finally got my new hood for this thing. Part of my project is to fit it. Today is a great example. Not that it's raining out, but we literally just did a pull and the fuse box covers went flying up in the air. Unfortunately, I think that's gone boy now. It's in the middle of traffic. Probably got run over 17 times. I'm plowing over. He's revving, dude. Watch it be one of my friends. That's probably Navo, dude. Doesn't Navo show up in one of those sometimes?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen him in one.
Navo's got some pimp cars that no one knows about. He's got a freaking Huracan, the Aventador, LaFerrari,
The Bugatti,
F40.
Let's shut him up.
I walked that Mustang. See, I think he really wanted us to like race behind him at the light, but the problem is he didn't realize we would have just plowed right into his bumper because his car's so slow. So I had to put the grill in because we're going to a car meet. People gotta know it's a Shelby. The problem is I've been dying to drive this car to a car meet, but it's always been super hot and I never want to drive because it doesn't have AC. Now there's a JDM meet tonight, and I don't want to be the dude showing up with American cars, so I think we're gonna fool people since a lot of people don't know what the Barra is here. James, show them the trick.
Got you.
You wanna do the honors?
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Dude, they'll never know. They'll never know, dude.
That's perfect.
Hopefully it doesn't like burn on because of the heat.
No, you're fine.
Dude, they will never know. My back hurts so bad. We were supposed to fit my new hood today, but this is how far I got with unwrapping it before I like fell down to the ground.
Well, it's alright. Now you just look like you're tough everywhere you walk.
I'm so embarrassed. James' first ride in Barra. So fun.
So
All
fun.
my GoPros are in Mike's car, which is at the house because his wheels don't fit.
Poor Mike.
Poor Mike. Alright, James, you ready to feel the power?
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh my god!
You can't just spring it on me like that.
Dude, I never drive this thing in auto mode. It's kind of scary because it downshifted so fast.
Oh my god.
Then it like downshifts like before the pull or like after the pull. It's frightening for me because I don't have control.
Oh, I was not ready for that at all.
I'm over the auto. The auto stresses me out, dude. Because I don't know when it's gonna shift. I thought it'd be better and it wouldn't hit limiter, but then like we did a pull and then it downshifts after the pull. Like, who does that? BMW owners with track platoons, that's who.
Oh man, oh my. Whew.
This car puts smiles on my face, but it also like stresses me the f out. Like,
It's that unpredictable.
that's why I didn't want a car anywhere near us when we did a pull, because God knows if this thing's gonna shift into 17th gear.
Oh man, I thought your R32 was scary. Nope, this is scarier.
This is officially the first time I've ever driven this thing on the highway, and it feels smooth. It feels like a normal car, right?
Definitely, yeah, it's surprisingly smooth.
I love this weather. Florida, please give us more of this.
Thank you.
In 2 miles, take
Before I pulled RX-7 in the shop, I want to drive it because I haven't been able to drive it in the drive with the new power. Mike, you're coming with me.
I am.
Yes.
Yay.
You get to experience the LS.
Okay.
You hear that brab, dude? It kind of sounds like a rotary.
It does.
I've been walking like a dodo all night.
You've been walking like you're ready to square up with everything.
Oh, buff my chest out.
Yo, square the
Look at
up.
that, dude.
It does sound rad.
Ready for the spice, dude?
I'm ready.
I'm not even ready, dude. Oh, man, I just love how it sounds. I am so uncomfortably large in this car. I'm excited to see what it feels like. Dude, she's spicy.
Much better.
Wait, did you ride in it before?
When it was the way it was before, yeah.
Oh, damn. Dude, she's a spicy girl. Sugar and spice, boy, this thing is right. Dude, this thing is fun, huh? I'll get myself in trouble, dude. I still got no confidence in this build. I just can't believe, like, second gear, dude. How fun is that?
Just lights it up.
Man, dude, this thing would be so good on a track. Man, yeah, I kind of want to do a burnout real quick. I'll do one burnout and then I'll put it away.
Yes.
Yes. Let's do it.
Oh man, he absolutely just peppered everyone's cars. Oh boy. I can't see. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Dude, that was the quickest I've ever made tire smoke in my life. It sounded like it was gonna balk for a second, then the V8 gods came to my rescue. Man, dude, man, that is so easy to do a big burnout. Is this what it feels like driving a V8?
All the LS people in the comments.
I know, they're like, dude, this is what we've been telling you for the LS drift car. Dude, did you see it almost Mustang me on the corner?
Yeah, I saw you spray rocks all over our cars.
I don't know much about 488s. I thought that was like, I mean, I guess it could technically have an LSD. It must, because look at this, dude. This is like what makes people Mustang. When I started letting out, you saw how it like kind of drifted and I wasn't expecting it?
Yeah.
This one's way less dark than that one. So it's like
That one just kept on going.
either that or because the pavement, like it kind of put a different load on the rear. Huh, it's very interesting.
I mean, you were like right in the middle of the hump in the road, so.
Yeah, did it make smoke?
Did it make smoke?
Sorry the car meet content wasn't the best. Not gonna lie, we like got there, like awkwardly stood in front of my car for like 3 seconds and I was like, wow, I look super stupid with my hurt back. People probably think I'm a doof in real life. So then we went inside and ate food. But like, that's all for the video, so thanks for watching.
Ow.